Well,
you gotta pay for every episode.
I have to pay
Listen.
I'm not doing all that shit. I have
they do. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they will.
I could have swore there was another show I watched on MGM. What's that other show? That comes on MGM? Institute. Oh
Godfather of Harlem. There's a few.
Godfather was good.
Godfather comes out.
Robin Hood.
Oh shit, that's right, Robin Hood. But I watched it on Prime.
No, you don't. Weird. It's on MGM
I do.
Plus.
I understand that. I understand that, but I watch it on Prime for whatever reason.
Brother, I watch it on Prime too. But the only way that you're watching it is if you have an MGM subscription. Is what I'm trying to tell you. You can still watch it on Prime, but I'm
probably paying for it and don't even realize it.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
I have so many subscriptions that I don't even like. First of all, I need to cancel PayPal because like a few years back I used PayPal to like as a way to pay a lot of bills. And now a bunch of shit is coming out of PayPal that I don't even like. I'm almost positive that at least hundreds of dollars a month is going towards subscriptions that I don't even use. There's apps that I have subscriptions for that I'm like, I don't even use that. Does that app even still exist?
Vincent, let me just put you on to something. Every single year, at the end of the year, you should be making sure that you check all of your apps, cancel most of them, because what happens is every year they wind up giving you a better deal. They wind up giving you a better deal. So what I did this year and last year was I canceled all my subscription from the previous year and re-signed up as a new subscriber with a different email. And so at each time that I do that, the price seems to go down. I wind up getting something, like you are one of those people that don't want any commercials. So you're going to get premium on everything. So you most certainly need to go and cancel those things because the price goes down on premium as well when you're a new customer. So if you're not going to like get a Robinhood app or something that shows you all of the things you're paying for, then you most certainly
Bro,
yo, you know, it fucked my head up.
Look at this determination.
Whoa. Yo. Wow.
Look at
that reminds me of that's Hungry Hippos right there, man. Did y'all used to play Hungry Hippos?
Yes, but like
exactly.
I had to is that a girl or a boy?
That's a boxer, right?
Yeah.
She's so well trained because she knows not to get that shit. She knows not to get it. Now she's over there like looking at it, hoping you look at her and feel sympathy for her and give it to her. But she has not touched it. Look, she knows. She like, man.
Yo, wow. She right on the edge. She like,
he's like, I can get it. I'm so close. Look.
Yeah, she like,
yo, you an asshole for putting it.
Every time you turn your head, turn your head one more time. Turn your head one more time. Watch me get this motherfucker. I'm gonna get this.
Oh, no, don't do it, little baby.
Look at the face.
Oh man,
yo,
I love boxes, man.
Yo, yeah, boxes. My last dog was. Oh, she heard the siren. She's like, they coming for my ass. Oops. No, is that the dog catcher? Yeah, we come. You better not put your tongue on that. Because boxers, man, they real slobbery. Like they get a lot of this.
She's not. Luckily, she's not. But when she's done eating, she's nasty. I'm not gonna lie. Here, you can have the rest of the egg. She loves eggs. That's why I was like, I felt bad because like, the whole time I'm over here like trying not to eat this breakfast, and Austin put it away so she wouldn't eat it, and then she's just been like watching me like. She got so close. It was in my lap. She got so close to it, bro. She was like right there. She almost like, and then she stopped herself. And I was like, I'm like trying to fight her away. Yeah. So now look at how happy she is. She got her egg.
Whoa. She eat right off the plate. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, yo, Aunt, is there a plan to watch Invincible this season?
That's a good question.
I want to.
Dude, it's so good.
Aunt, can I just say to you that there's something we didn't get to talk about it on the show today, but number one, I know this, you'll appreciate this, the score. Now, Vince, am I wrong when I say that the first 3 episodes, the score that they have on each of those episodes fits it to the fucking, I'm talking about,
it's low key. Yeah, they low key got they got real good music selection. And that's honestly a complaint that I have about Paradise, believe it or not, because Paradise. Well, no. It's just that sometimes things are happening and the music doesn't match the mood of the scene. Yeah. Especially in this most recent episode, like they had this high pace, like almost EDM type music. What is it called? EDM, electronic dance music, like this EDM kind of music. But there's like sad shit happening, and like and like there's like a lot of like really dramatic shit, and it's like, and I'm like, who's doing the music part of this? Because it's not necessarily matching. But for Invincible, everything is off. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, man. There's only Invincible that had that one little spat where they were giving us these weird releases where it was like, okay, we're gonna give you 3 episodes, and then 4 months later we're gonna give you 2 more, and then oh shit, the season's over, and we're like, oh shit, what the fuck? I think they learned from that. Yeah. Like they learned from that, and like you literally cover your eyes, yes. This shit came out. Hold up, what the fuck is going on? Are you watching this? Yo, don't watch. This shit came out swinging like this first episode. Yeah, like, all these episodes. Yeah, I know. She ruined it.
All of them.
I ruined it.
Yeah, all of them.
She ruined the clip. I can't even like every time I did not see, like yeah, man. Like damn, I'm gonna delete that.
I implore you, and to check them out, because I honestly believe when it comes to a superhero series, this is one of the best written superhero series I've ever watched. And the way that they show you, because it's one thing to talk about trauma, but to be able to show it in a visual way.
Oh yeah.
You experience it and you understand what this character is going through. That's a whole different level of directing. And right now, the way that they take the time to broach these character moments when like you did see last season, right? You did see the last 3 seasons?
Yes.
Okay. So you know the things that Mark has gone through that would surmount to where he is right now. And so you can already, without even watching, have an idea of what one would be going through after what you've seen him go through. And and to see that unfold, to see that fight, to see that development in that storyline, also the character arc of Nolan going from this, I'll kill every motherfucking body, you know what I'm saying? To see why, because they go into the backstory that you never got from Nolan. Like you never knew that Nolan, there's scenes, and I'm not going to tell you, but there's scenes that show you why Nolan became the way he was and why he was the way that he was.
Yeah,
and why it's important to see the development and why he became the way that he was. And also they give you the Viltrumite plight and why the Viltrumites are now going around trying to, impregnate the universe and do it, and you know what I'm saying, and all of those things. So like there's a lot, bro. Like there's a lot in those 3 episodes that I saw that made me say, damn, Robert Kirkman, like you are killing the game right now. Nigga, like, ooh.
What's up, Yazzie?
So from this like recent, I totally like Bad Tie, you're so right. I totally forgot about that shit during my breakdown, man. Shit. But yeah, so going into Nolan's background and the fact that we basically got to see him like at Mark's age, and his mom was a fucking savage, bro. Like I'm talking about like savage, okay? That was totally insane. But now that I'm really thinking about it though, like I was like trying to figure out why the Viltrumites and their plight and like their whole, them as a species, I was trying to figure out who they remind me of as another species. And I swear to God, the parallels between the Viltrumites and Predator are insanely the same. Insanely the same.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about, but listen, there's one thing that we didn't talk about as well. And I'm surprised you didn't mention this, Vince. The Star Trek reference. The Star,
yeah.
That was a whole Star Trek reference. That there was no the color coding, the everything, the color. That was absolutely Star Trek-esque.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it wasn't even. Oh, it gets worse. Not only is there Star Trek references, but they even threw in it for the old heads like myself. A Conehead reference. There's a dude on there who's a Conehead.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of the old Saturday Night Live skit that turned into a movie with Dan Aykroyd and I think Diane Keaton. Was it Diane Keaton? I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But somebody like that. But yeah, what's up, Austin? Oh, it's our favorite. What's going on?
Gotta stay fit.
Austin is that his workout outfit? Yo, I'm a man. But yeah, man. I love them throwing in a Picard-esque Conehead. and as soon as I saw what's my man's name? What's the alien dude name? The Martian dude, the green dude right here. Alan. As soon as I saw Alan's girlfriend pull up and she had on the Star Trek Next Generation outfit, I was like, you know what I'm saying? And then when they pulled up on the bridge and it was, I was like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing. All right, I see what you're doing. But yeah, that whole thing is this. And you know what I also love that I forgot about Invincible? I forgot how funny it was. I forgot that the show is like pure humor. I don't know why. I get so caught up in the beatings and, you know, and not minus the first millisecond. This part right here. This is what I like when I think of Invincible. That's what I think of is the boo, boo, boo. And to its credit, spoilers. So if you don't want to hear about this, and I know Ant doesn't really care about, you know, spoilers too tough. So hopefully this isn't too big of a deal. I got you.
Don't go crazy. I mean, the man might still watch the show. I mean, don't go stupid.
It don't feel like it. And you ain't gonna watch. Let's be honest. And be honest, man.
Ant watched 3 seasons. Why wouldn't he watch? He watched 3 seasons already.
Because he's in front. It's from time.
Well, I didn't say he would watch it right now. I just said,
I'm gonna get to it.
It's not on like the important list.
Right. It's on the list.
Priorities.
3-4 pages back from. But yeah, the part where we get to actually kind of see where Nolan gets, because remember the first season, what a lot of folks remember the most, if I'm not mistaken, is when
Nolan
Nolan goes up against his own son and essentially beats the living shit out of him.
An inch of death.
He's got that meme, you know, that meme, think, you know, where he's sitting there and we're like, oh shit, like how you just beat your son's ass like that? Well,
Mama did it to him.
Exactly, it's hereditary. Like this is a family thing. Like they beat each other's ass. It's like a rite of passage. Like she literally said, like if he survives, they was gonna kill their son. You know, it was so great. And this is just
look. Specifically the mother, right. which made it more made you understand the depth of the Viltrumite psyche, because the mom and the dad were whooping his ass, but the mom was ready to kill this nigga. Like literally, the dad was like, "Yo, whoa." I think he's had enough.
And she got pissed. She said,
she was like, weak. Look, yeah, she did. She said, both of y'all are bitches, and I bet not see neither one of y'all again. Like, I was like, whoa, that is so gangster. And I love it. I love this shit. Like, yo, that's what she did. She beat this nigga to, like, she was going to literally cave his face in.
Yes.
And the dad was like, yo,
she was stomping his soul.
Like, oh, you a bitch just like him? Yo, both of y'all soft ass things.
I'm out.
I don't want to see you. If I see you, it's on sight. Like,
yeah, like, man. What? Yo, but before that, did y'all peep when young Nolan was asking the questions to the kids, and he asked, like, yo, why is it that it's important that we keep this man in our memory? And then nobody say nothing. He was like, hey, what's the answer? And he put his hand behind the little black girl head, and he was like, you know the consequences. You know what I'm saying? And all of us, like, we were probably, I mean, I'm like,
I know
if this shit happens, nigga, I'm cutting this shit off. Like, if he questions this girl, like, it's bad enough. Every time somebody black on that show die, I'm like, why they, Even though everybody else be dying, if it was somebody black, I'd be like, what the fuck? Why they kill? Oh, wait, I'm saying, what the fuck is that? But if he had fucked with that little girl, bro, I was not gonna make it through the episode. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Invincible as we know it for me.
Yeah, I'd have been like, yeah, sorry, bro.
Same energy. I was like, this.
I see you, Robert. But
I
don't do killing little black girls, bro.
I can't do that visual. I cannot cannot support you in that side. But it is such a. I mean, like I came out of those 3 episodes like, whew, like that. It took me on that like that. I'm like, yo, to see this dude unraveling, to see him breaking after the traumatic experience, to see your priorities change. Because look, when you're in a relationship now, like and like not just a relationship, but when you're thinking it's us and them, like that's when your priorities change. I've always been one of those people that said, if it's me or you, it's always going to be you. You know what I'm saying? Because self-preservation is imbued in my DNA. So I cannot see myself. I'm not the sacrificial lamb. I'm not the hero that's about to throw himself in. Unless it's my family, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I applaud those that do, but that's not me. But to see this young man going through these real life decisions and prioritizing his family, his relationship, his own preservation, like the things that your dad was telling you in the first place, to see him now unfold in real time. Oh man, yo, and you just know it's about to get crazier and crazier and crazier. And can we just also applaud the cast? Nigga, did y'all know that Worf is on this show?
Nah, Michael Dorn.
Michael Dorn is on the show, bro. Michael
Dorn.
Oh,
is he? Oh boy, is he?
He's Battle Beast, bro.
Oh, he's Battle. Oh,
Michael Dorn is Battle Beast. Mahershala Ali is Titan. You got Kari Payton as Black Samson. Kevin Michael Richardson as the Mauler twins. Them 2 dudes. Yo, come on. You got Nicole Byer as Vanessa. You got Zazie Beetz as Amber. Like, come on, man.
Wow. Well, yeah. Well, that was the
Goggins as Cecil Stet. Man, Seth. Yo, I could keep going. Mark Hamill. Oh my gosh, this cast is so. Oh my God, magnificent.
I wasn't ready. Yeah, I didn't know about the Michael Dorn part. Yeah, I didn't know that the Beast, and that makes so much sense because his voice it does have that thing on it. I think this is the most recognizable voice though out of all of them. This one is easy to tell.
Ooh, Alan.
Nobody's questioning that's Seth Rogen on Alan's voice. Oh yeah.
I thought you were gonna say him. I thought you were gonna say him.
Oh yeah. Yo, it was so funny, man.
Fucking Nolan.
Yo, that's crazy. Nah, but I can't. The only thing I question is how accurate it is with regard to the literature. And that's why I was trying to get somebody on here who actually read the comics. I haven't read the comics, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like I did. But I just wonder, like, if this is what if this is what happens, and also, like, when it comes to this new big bad, because in these first few episodes we didn't even really get to see what the big bad is all about. But evidently, my man right here, he's on the way, and he's not here to play around with y'all.
Right.
So, yeah, whatever his name is,
he reminds me of like a Viltrumite Craven the Hunter. Like he was giving me.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, like a Viltrumite.
Also played by our boy off of Apple TV. What is that the show we love? The show we love on Apple TV. The
Foundation.
Foundation. Thrag is played by. That is Lee Pace. Thrag is Lee Pace.
Yo,
that's why I said this cast it goes on and on. There's so many names. Aaron Paul. Like I can keep going. This cast is so.
Yo, your boy,
my man. Conquest is played by what's my man's name? Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Simu Lee Lou is Monty Paul.
I can never say that right.
Yeah, Lee, is it Lee or Liu?
It's Simu Liu, I think it is. I never say it right. I
don't know. But did Jumson Hansu, did Jamin, I don't know how to
Jimon Hansu.
Jimon Hansu, Martian Emperor. Like the list goes on and on, man. And just to see the acting and the everything, the visuals, the score. This might be the best superhero series I've ever seen, and that's putting it up against Batman. That's putting it up against Justice League. That's putting it up against X-Men '97. Yes, I'm going there. Yes, you heard me. Yeah, you heard. I'm not in stutter. Yeah, I'm putting it up against all that. Okay. All that.
There was this one, if I could give a real quick plug, because I know Yazzy's not gonna be able to be here too much longer, but there's this one dude online who cosplays like so well, and he did this remake. I don't know, maybe I recognize him. He did my man Kratos. Look at this shit. Like, look at not just this, but look at the live. Like, look at the way he. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. All right, sorry. I thought there was a meme he did where he was actually doing the breathing shit. He had the weapons, and then he would flip through the screens on the weapons. But I show this because he along with this black creator group, they did this remake of a scene out of Invincible, and oh my God, it'll give you chills if you watch it. Now, I seem to be having some trouble locating it at the moment, so I'm sorry to kind of put that up and then not be able to deliver at the end. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Damn.
How dare you, Vince?
Feel bad. Damn. Oh shit. Oh man, I gotta take this. I'll be right back. All right.
While Vince is taking his phone calls.
Oh wow, he exited the chat.
And I'm kind of
Bad Tie, are you frozen? I feel like you frozen.
Am I frozen? I didn't think I was. But
Or
and I'm
muted?
kind of
I can't
interested
hear you.
No, I'm talking. Can you hear me?
Oh, I'm muted. Shit.
I'm muted.
And it's muted.
I gotta leave and come back.
So
I'm on my boat.
I'm interested in because you did say that we got a lot of stuff on the way, man. And outside of because I know that was going to be your first answer. What are some of the projects that you are most interested in seeing and have the most anticipation for? Series,
there's a lot
movies,
of stuff.
Whatever.
Movies.
Let's talk about
even video games.
All right, let's talk about
it. I'm definitely looking forward to Spider-Man. I'm definitely looking forward to Avengers Doomsday.
Okay.
Definitely looking forward to Wolverine. Oh my God, Wolverine! That game looks insane.
That is.
We got GTA 6. We've got Supergirl coming. We've got Lanterns coming out this year on HBO Max. We've got I don't know if we've ever had a year when we've had banger after banger after banger like every few weeks like this.
We need it.
Now you did just bring up Lanterns, right? And I know the internet has been, if you haven't been aware, Yazzie, the internet has been going in on Lanterns because the trailer dropped and a lot of people got to see the Lantern suit, and the Lantern suit is not green. In fact, it's like a brownish color.
What?
And it's not green.
Who fucked up in costume?
Well, let me finish. And also, there's been a lot of complaining about the aura, the green aura that embodies a Green Lantern not being used, because there's a scene on the trailer, and I don't know if we can play the trailer, Vince, but there's a scene on the trailer where Hal actually flies into the sky, and without the green aura or anything, he just looks like Superman in essence, just flying off into the and Yaz, I'd love to hear any theories or any opinions on any of that in the buzz that's going around about the Lantern.
I mean, I wasn't impressed with the trailer for different reasons. I just wasn't in love with it. But the things about the aura and I think all that stuff can still come, right? I think that they were very intentional with what they wanted to show with the trailer to try to give people the idea of the vibe they're going for, which is what they said they were going for. They've been saying they've been looking to do like a buddy cop type thing, and this is giving that energy. This is giving buddy cop energy. The suit, I think, it depends on what color green that is. I don't know. Is it going to be like ocean, dirty water, Coney Island green, or is it going to be like emerald green? I think they leaned on a darker green, that weird green. I'm not really too nitpicky about costumes yet because I was nitpicking them for Superman and they all turned out fine. Like all those costumes were fine. I'm gonna give a little trust to these guys and give them a little space to show me the final product.
Vince, you're just joining us. So we were talking about.
I heard you talking about the lanterns stuff. Yeah, I haven't seen any of the
trailers.
Nah, I haven't seen the trailer. I just seen a couple pictures, a couple stills, and I don't know. Here's what I will say. I'll say that I feel like the Aaron Pierre bubble may burst over the course of the next few years. And I don't say that with delight. I just say that to recognize that sometimes some people, actors, musicians, folks of note, they have a window of time of which they're the it thing. And I'm not saying that Aaron Pierre won't still be prominent, that he won't still be a highly sought after actor. But in terms of the way that he's looked at now, it will begin to dwindle over the course of the next few roles that he embodies. And until I think he gets another lead role, I think that, it's going to be because what's happening now, like, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
What's happening now is, look, the ladies love LL Aaron Pierre. We get it. And, the ladies want him. The guys want to look like him, whatever. But what's happening is he's being thrown into the colorism, bag a lot, and the roles that he gets, folks are going to like this. Jon Stewart is the perfect example. Like, as much as everybody that don't read DC Comics and have a familiarity with Jon Stewart as a Lantern are not going to necessarily have anything to do with the storyline behind his actual tone being purposefully darker and having stories written with regard to his skin tone being darker, are going to highlight those. And as back in the day, that would just be a little op-ed in somebody's, community newspaper. But now it's going to be a meme or a reel, or somebody's going to say it and they're going to have his picture in the background. Like he will be forever associated with that if the roles that he embodies are those that would have been for a potentially darker skinned individuals. If just like it happened to Zazie Beetz. Remember with the higher they fall, the harder they fall.
None of that is going to be a problem for them, though, right? Like
for Aaron Pierre,
you're talking about because you're talking about like what a segment of the audience thinks. Hollywood is very comfortable with getting primarily people of a certain complexion these lead roles and putting them prominently. Right, like you see it all the time now. You're either very light skinned or you're biracial, and those box offices reflect that it's working. Right, they're able to check off the diversity box without having to go too dark, and they're able to, have something that makes people comfortable enough in masses to come see the movie. That's this stuff with Aaron Pierre, where we're like, Jon Stewart should be darker. Yeah, our section of the audience cares, but Hollywood's going to be fine, and they're going to keep doing what they do.
And can I expound? Can I expound on what he just said? Because when I heard you saying that the whole time I was hearing you, I was like, "You're so wrong." Like the thing about it is what you have to understand is Aaron Pierre has been around for a while, but he just got his notoriety from Rebel Ridge, which was a Netflix series. A Netflix series, Netflix series that kind of catapulted him into that. I'm a little bit hesitant to say superstardom, but what I will say is it catapulted him into stardom.
Hold on one second. Ty. I just want to say peace to Yazzie. She's got to head on out right quick, so I just want to make sure we showed her a little love on the way out and said peace. You know what I'm saying? All right, Yazzie, you have a good one. You know what I'm saying?
Just for you.
The fist of fury.
Listen,
right,
next time I see y'all, I'm gonna have a bold like this so we could, you know, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna get that crotch shot in the tights.
Oh my God! All right, yes. Enjoy your shift. Enjoy your day at work, yes. I hope this stays on your mind the whole day. I will just keep this on an endless loop. I'm gonna put this on a loop, like for real. Like it's just gonna be just the first part. Like it's just gonna be your introduction. Even the dog wants in on it. All right, bye, yes. I'm gonna take her out before she stays here.
Oh man. All
right, my bad. Sorry, bro. She said she had to go. I just wanted to get that out. Give her a proper exit. But yeah. You say he was in a prominent Netflix role, and that kind of introduced him to the rest of the world.
It did. It catapulted him to overnight stardom. And now what's happening is he's now getting into the superhero realm, which also opens him up to another demographic, which only builds his resume that he's already thing. So the idea, I don't even know where this idea that he will fizzle out is coming from. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Hold on. I'm going to be honest with you. Black leading men in the industry don't tend to fizzle out. They tend to get better, like fine wine, i.e. Idris Elba, who also started at a lower role on a wire and then boosted his value and then became a superstar. I.e. a Jonathan Majors who built himself up, was building himself up, fell by the wayside, has to reinvent himself and will build himself up again because the man has movies on the way that will do that justification. Like, there is no way, shape, or form that Aaron Pierre is going to fizzle out unless Aaron Pierre decides that he wants to fizzle out by retiring from acting. That would be the only he fizzles out.
Or Jonathan Major situation.
Or i.e. that, yeah.
Well, okay, all right. Well, first of all, I didn't say fizzle out. I said the bubble will the bubble will burst, and by that, all I mean is that he. But nah. One means that they'll kind of like be decrease in value completely, and the other one means just like all right, the fame and the fortune will be established, and it won't be a big deal no more. Like it'll just be all right. We get it, Aaron Pierre, but he's already going through some shit. What's up, Ant?
I think Aaron Pierre is doing the best thing possible to extend his longevity. He's in the same boat as like Henry Cavill. He has this like look, he has this fan base, but he's going to be stuck in a bubble. He's not going to be able to grow, but he's doing the right thing by getting in a franchise, being a Green Lantern, and let's not forget, he's also going to be in Star Wars.
He is going to be in Star Wars.
So he's got the right things that he's doing the right things to keep his value up. So if he takes little projects in between releases of Green Lantern and Star Wars, that's fine. As long as he has this franchise to come back to, that's the mothership. That's what brings his asking price up. That's what's going to maintain him. And that's what he needs to do. He's going to be around for a while with these two propelling his career. People, even Idris Elba still kind of wishes he was a Marvel superhero in that traditional way. Like it is a jetpack on your career.
But he maintains his relevancy. He made because
hold on. I didn't say that he will become irrelevant. I'm not saying that he will cower into obscurity. I'm just saying look. If you follow it on a line chart, then I would just say that he's around his peak, and he will stay on this peak for the next few years when he's in these really look. All of these. Hold on. You said it earlier, Ant. the actual content is the movie star. You know, Green Lantern is going to sell off with, now he brings a whole bunch of new people to the yard, but Green Lantern, Star Wars, these are franchises that are going to be successful despite the criticism they get from their long-term fans. He's more extra sauce onto an already baked in cake, but he's not like, show me him standing on his own.
Now he's stamping his face on the role, right? That's the difference, because he's bringing this to the mass audiences with his face on the role. So, you know, like I said, we don't go to see Captain America for Chris Evans, but if somebody else would have played Steve Rogers, it would be a problem, right? It wouldn't get the same.
I don't know if
asking price to play Steve Rogers is much higher than his asking price to do a non-Marvel Studios project.
And you know what? To add on to that, what is one of the most indelible qualities in Hollywood that is respected, and that's beauty. Like above all, like when they cast, they're casting for appeal, and if he doesn't appeal to the masses at this point, like that is what taking these jobs does for him. He's opening the door to now a whole demographic who may have or may not have saw him in Rebel Ridge. You go to Star Wars, that's another demographic, a whole cult following, who now he's introduced to them as well. So all it does is boost his celebrity, and the more and more he decides to take off his shirt and flex his muscles, and the more and more he pulls out them green eyes on screen and all of the women. Like, you are now introducing him to a whole people who've never seen Rebel Ridge, who don't know necessarily, unless they are a follower of Black successful actors, know who he is. He's a star, but he hasn't hit superstardom.
Nah,
HBO,
you can't say he peaked.
HBO is the platform for superstardom. I'm telling you right now, with Daenerys Targaryen on any other platform is just an actress. When you put her on HBO, she becomes the James Gandolfini on any other platform is just James Gandolfini. You put him on HBO, he becomes a hit. I'm telling you, HBO is the spot. If you are going to take the next step, that's where the hell you want to be.
All right. Well, listen, sounds like we got some Aaron Pierre fans on the panel, which is cool. I ain't mad at y'all, fellas, and that's great. I ain't here to take away from y'all. Go ahead, do what you do, boo boo. Ain't nothing tripping, all right. But everybody ain't a fan. There have been some crazy things said about Aaron Pierre over the last couple of weeks, especially with regard to this Green Lantern project. So check it out. It looks like an artist that used to draw for DC Comics Green Lantern had some unkind words, or at least not necessarily the nicest things to say about Aaron Pierre. Let's check it out.
Can't hear nothing.
It's probably best that we don't hear it, because there's no point.
Oh, damn!
It's no point.
Oh, okay, all right. So my bad. I thought you. All right, I thought that y'all.
We can talk about it.
I thought that y'all. All right, so it was muted on the page. Not somebody muted on the page. That's my bad. So here. Let me try this again real quick, and hopefully this time it works a little bit better. All right, let's try it one more again.
He's just that kind of a guy. So he just seems like he's going to be like a good Hal Jordan. Aaron Pierre is a faggot and a homosexual. And it's real creepy to hear him actually talk. Now, having said that, his face, he looks a lot like Jon Stewart. So I'm excited about the way he looks as Jon Stewart. I hope he's able to be Jon Stewart and not Jon Stewart. He's just that kind of a guy. So he just seems like he's going to be like a good Hal Jordan.
Wow.
Thoughts?
hate is a terrible thing to live with. That's I don't even know where like these claims are unsubstantiated. So to go out there and make these claims on his sexuality, mind you, what does his sexuality have to do with the role at all? Like if he's acting, it doesn't have anything to do with the role.
Literally,
I'm I hate when we have to address these individuals, these trolls, because it just gives them more light to illuminate, sometimes in a bad way and sometimes in a good way. But I don't care about his. I don't even know who that guy is, and could care less about what his commentary is. I saw Rebel Ridge. I saw potentially what Aaron Pierre is capable of when he's in his bag. So I didn't come out of that. Oh, Aaron Pierre really soft in his role on Rebel Ridge. Or he didn't think I didn't care. I don't care about that.
Right.
Like his role is about his expertise. It's about his experience. It's about what he can convey on the role in a visual performance. And so what this guy's talking about is what the internet trolls do on anything and everything, which is hate. You have nothing to substantiate your claim. Like unless was he fucking you? Like so how do you know? Like for you to come out there and say he's homosexual, which I thought were the same thing. But
one's derogatory.
I mean they're both whatever. When it like at the end of the day, what I'm saying is his opinion doesn't matter, and to give any credence to an individual who the first thing that comes out of his mouth is, "Oh, he's this, that," but face looks good, like John.
Yeah, but he looks good.
I hope that he does good as John Stewart. No, you don't. You hope that he fails. You hope that you hate that he's. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Like, no, nobody want to hear that shit.
What's up, Ant?
I'm with Ty on this, 100%. Like, why are we giving this guy any attention?
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
he said Aaron Pierre looks like John Stewart, and he drew Green Lantern, and he can't see it. He can't see it. We need to stop giving idiots attention. For real. Yeah. We need to stop giving idiots attention.
Fair enough. And I'll take that thump. But the only thing I wanted to kind of use that to spotlight was, in addition to this, for the comic book readers out there, which hopefully we can chat with Kira at some point, who she's been stabbing this issue on her show for the last couple of weeks. But there's a hashtag DC So White, with what seems to be people finally coming to the realization that DC don't really care about Milestone like that. There is no real true, despite what we heard from James Gunn, attempt to bring a static to the silver or big screen. It seems to be like DC is really just trying to regurgitate the same characters. We got Supergirl now coming. Oh yeah, granted a new version, but all the characters that DC has in its repertoire, and we seem to get the same ones. Now, mind you, the next thing if somebody's gonna say is, well, yeah, didn't y'all just talk about a Spider-Man movie? Like, isn't they Yeah, but they're introducing new characters through this. Like, the whole entire Spider-Verse was about Miles Morales, not Peter Parker, which is a different iteration, not Bruce Wayne, not Clark Kent. It's a different iteration. So at least they're moving the story forward. And this is also regarding a person of color, specifically Black and Latino, or, for those that don't separate the two, this is the third. So this just kind of feeds into the narrative. And you could even see in the comments, not to give it too much shine, but you even see in the comments, like Moon, the storyteller, who follows our show. This is what y'all stand by at DC. Like, this is what it said, listen, like, this is somebody that's now look, we can say that Marvel has its issues too, because Marvel had was it Marvel, or who was the young I think it was a trans woman who had said something about somebody. It was a Black Panther. I don't remember. This is not exclusive to them, but I just thought that it fits the narrative that's going out there right now. That's all I was saying.
Oh, no. That narrative is always going to be a thing. And it's unfortunate. And every time we have this conversation, I say the same thing. We got to stop with this mentality of like, listen, this is a slave mentality. This is where it started. That's the whole house field, like all of that is still in our culture. And as long as we keep perpetuating it and having these conversations, yes, it is great to have a certain complected black male or black woman in certain roles. Absolutely. But when we start critiquing the brown paper bag test, this man is a black man. He's not mixed. He's of Jamaican descent. He's like, so we got to stop this. We got to stop getting into those, because that is just, again, a divisive conversation. It just becomes more divisive and divisive and divisive and divisive. We know as a black culture what we see visually all the time. It is Ant brought it up specifically. Most roles in Hollywood are by light complected or mixed race individuals. That is the majority of the roles. When you get a black person in a role, a black man in a role, or a black woman, please, y'all, understand that we got us a black person in that role. It's stop with the, you know what I mean?
Well, let me chime in a little bit. We do have to police it. We got to police it a little bit, because here's what ends up happening. You get folks that, no disrespect to her or anything, but you get folks like Rashida Jones playing the role of a black woman when, in all honesty, yes, she has a black dad, but she has almost no black features. So when you have black as AF, which was a show. Oh man, I paused. The game? No, my wife is giving me the honey-do list.
You need to pause.
All right. I'll be right back.
You gotta go.
Nah, I ain't gotta go. I gotta. Yeah. You want to know? All right. So my sprinkler is on in my yard.
Yeah.
And what happens when that happens is some dirt gets over the sensor, and the sensor doesn't know that the time is off. So I gotta go out there and dig
that dirt, nigga. Yeah, go clean that dirt.
All right, whatever. This is what it's like in the field. This is what it's like in the field, sir. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know, my nigga. You wouldn't know about this hard work out in the field, son. You fit?
All right. 3 different shades of light skin in that argument.
Right. You see this?
Wow. Man. This is what it got us to.
Man. But I do, man. Maybe it's me not understanding because I'm light skinned, because that's what the conversation is going to be. Well, you don't understand because you're light skinned. But that's my point. Is I don't look at myself as light skinned. Don't identify myself as light skinned. I identify as a black man, which I am. My mother and my father. So whether when I hear Vince say, "Oh, she's got a black father, but she doesn't have any black features," oh my God, like what does that mean?
I mean, we can't gatekeep what the black experience is anymore, because it's evolved a lot more than it had been in decades past, right? Yeah. Like the black experience now is like, which black experience? There's certain commonalities. We're all going to have trouble with the police, but are we going to get hired? You know, the different experience there. I do believe that this whole thing is going to continue for a while, but a lot of it, kind of what you was touching on earlier, is that slave mentality. We're looking also for that validation from non-black people, right? Like, oh, if you put me in your movie, or if you give me this award, then I feel like I'm on equal ground now. When we don't need that from them, honestly. We shouldn't be looking. I don't think validation has to come from only one source.
100%. We see
right?
that.
Yeah. The hard part is, well, can we at least get the money? And they're the ones who's gatekeeping the salary. So that's the problem, right? We have people like Jaman Hansu not being paid like he's probably worth.
There's no question.
Yeah.
There's no question.
You know, and that happens to all black people in Hollywood. There's always that pay disparity that happens unless you somehow break through that ceiling and become a Will Smith and a Denzel Washington. And even that is a dying breed, like we said.
And not just the dying breed, but look at the legacy. Look at how long those actors you just named had to be in acting and in order to finally be identified. We had Denzel do role after role after role of great performances, only to finally be honored in this space that is supposed to be the top tier honorary. These are the type of things that when we talk about actors or when we talk about the entertainment industry, and like even when we get darker complected melanated people in roles, then they don't even place us in the thing. It's like your type role. You're like you get put into you get type casted in certain roles, and then so we made it only to be put in a role where now we're exploited. And so that's why I'm like, oh, that's where you start pulling out your hair. Okay, yeah, we finally got one in, but now they exploit the person in the role, but they're so happy to be in the role because they didn't get a chance to eat at the master's table. It irks me deep to the core of my soul. And I know this is my ancestors speaking through me in that moment, because when I hear us have these conversations about who's black enough, it disrupts my aura. Because I'm like, what do you mean? What does that mean? I can understand if you were a black man who never experienced the black experience, who grew up in a culture or in an area where it wasn't enough of us for you to to identify with, and you identify with another group, and then you go out here and speak on the black experience. I can understand that. Then I'm like, whoa, you don't need to be talking. You understand what we're talking about here. So that's different. But when we get into a group of us, who I feel like are all intellectually sound, and we start having these conversations, and especially with my best friend, because he knows I get irked. I get irked when we start talking. I'll be like, stop it. Like, nigga, like just stop. Because we're the ones perpetuating it. Like, it's yes, they're the ones that are facilitating it, but we're perpetuating it.
Well, it's the system though, right? Because we're still surrounded, and now we're going way off movies, but we're still surrounded in a space of of white supremacy being something that's reinforced in society, education, politics, everywhere and it's just about what level of it are you going to get, so because we're a direct descendants of American slavery, we have experiences that other races don't have, right? You don't have Latinos or Asians, or at least I've never heard them say, you're not Asian enough in that same regard. They have, but they also go through different shades of what is my proximity to whiteness, right? Like how far or how close am I to being white? And that metric, that mentality, the idea that that's even the barometer is a byproduct of white supremacy. It's like, this is the measuring stick, and this is we're all. It's really just because of how recent slavery was and how recent all the other things that evolved from it are. We're still going through the ramifications of slavery. I think somebody said to me before, if you were born in 1970, then you were of the first generation of black people to have rights.
Yep.
1970 and later, you was the first generation of black people to have rights. And I was like, they're alive. They're still walking around. They're 50. They're the first ones.
That's
all of our parents. All of our parents.
Yeah.
Were born before the Civil Rights Act.
Right. So
anything after 70. Which is all of us.
And all the other racism that happened in parallel, because don't talk about the other stuff, right? We know that they had whites only, but we also know that they had signs that said no blacks, no Mexicans, no Asians, right? And the way that they treated Asian people, Native Americans, and Mexicans during the Industrial Revolution period, when they were just colonializing the hell out of America and building trains everywhere and doing all that stuff, the way they treated those other minorities is also horrific. We all got a trauma that we're all trying to figure out how to navigate, that we inherited from our ancestors.
Well, okay, so all true. Even though I would say more recent than the slavery was the state-sponsored segregation and the inability for people of, black people specifically. I ain't gonna say people of color, because Latino and Native American to an extent became acceptable, and that's why Charles Drew, who created the blood bank, had to register as a Native American or Indian at the time to even be able to market such a product as being able to transfuse blood and keep it preserved so that it can be used as a transfusion when somebody loses a lot of blood. Things like that happen all the time. But in today's age, I want to point to, I want to shout out real quick a project. And Ty, I want to put you on to this. And I don't know if you have time, but if you do, there's a show on, I want to say Hulu. It's called Dreaming Whilst Black. It's a British show. They're 20 minutes, 25 minutes episodes. But if you ever heard, there used to be a show called Dream On. I don't know if you heard of it. The dude,
I remember Dream On.
Dream On was one of the first shows that I saw that had what we now call cutaways. Like Family Guy became notorious for how many cutaways they could do within a show. You know, it's when they talk about something, then they cut away to that scene and they come back to the scene. Well, this one has like say for instance, we're in a restaurant and I'm like, hey, can I order let me get a chicken sandwich. They'll be like, oh yeah, you like the fried chicken there, don't you? And then he's like, well, yeah, because when I was a slave, that's all we was allowed to eat because your people colonialized us. And now we have these traits that we have passed down for us from history to history. So can you just get my order? And then bing, and he wakes up, he's like, yes, please, can I get the chicken? Like you see, like they go through that whole thing in his mind, you know what I'm saying? Like he's dreaming it, you feel me? And so, and he's a director. But in this, it spotlights one character that I want to bring up, who is this lily white girl who's like, my grandparents are black. You know what I'm saying? So she's one of those white women who gets like the cornrows and the braids. And she's like, I got you, sis. I got you, sis. I'm doing this for us. Doing this for us. You know what I'm saying? Type vibe. And so in this, they're kind of spotlighting how like that could become a thing. And what I think black folks are doing, they're always on the lookout, is for any opportunity to substitute our kind for kinds that look like us, that are not us. And then this isn't an issue of that happening. This isn't Aaron Pierre happening, even though the Americans might have something to say about that. I'm not of that like, I'm not of that kin. I just happen to think, I'm saying it on record, I happen to think that right now people in England are they're better actors right now. At least for right now. I hate to say it, but right now they're killing it. Like, cause they can do all the accents in Europe and the American accent like it's nothing for most parts, you know. But anyway, but yeah, I just think that it's always gonna be one of those subjects that you immediately just it harkens back to a time in which it just makes you defensive. And so as long as that's the case, which unfortunately in this country, since that's the roots we have, is going to be in the back of some people's minds. I didn't bring this up for that. I brought this up because I thought the dude was being a hella egregious. And it's interesting how, you know, there's no black spotlights for characters for solo roles in the DC light outside of Black Adam, if you want to include Dwayne Johnson. I wasn't really going down the whole colorism road, but I'm glad we had an opportunity to talk about it.
You know what, man? I'm glad you did. I'm kind of glad you did, because anytime we do that, I feel like it gives us an opportunity, because we're again shedding light on the fact that we understand the cause. We all understand the cause of the feelings and the way that people project in that moment. We understand why. Yeah. But it's now to the point where, listen, as Black people, if you understand why, now it's time to start talking resolution and how you don't continue to, if you know that the trick is if you know that the magic trick is fake, then it's no point in us and no point in me telling you, hey, you should see this trick if I already know it's fake. Like that we know that the trick is fake. So let's try to figure out the trick now. Let's figure out what went into it. That's what I'm saying. Like it's a point of contention all the time when we get in rooms where our melanated brothers and sisters vary. And as soon as you get in there, and now it's this segment or this section of this melanated group feels like its job is to attack this melanated section of the group, and this section of the melanated group feels like it's their job to defend themselves against said attack from other. Like that's always going to be a war. That's how that goes. That never ends. It always ends in conflict. And what I'm saying is, we know the trick is in. We know that we know what the plan was. So now let's try to find a way out of the wilderness and back onto the road of unity. And whenever I hear, like I said, I understand, and I was saying it when you were away. I understand if you are a melanated brother or sister who never grew up around us, who never experienced the Black experience, and then you want to come and insert yourself into the conversation. That's where I have the conflict. The conflict then is you don't know what you're talking about enough to join the conversation, but you feel like you're allowed to be in the conversation because my skin is melanated. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. And that's the part that we, I think, are getting lost in, because what I'm seeing is a lot of people saying, okay, the time for gatekeeping is over. Now we just have to accept everybody to the cookout. And that's when you get this, that's when you get the problems that you get, is because now you're involving people in the conversation that have nothing to do with the conversation. I respect the unified front. I expect the ally shit. But when grown folks that was what we used to hear as kids. When grown folks is talking, stay at the kids' table. You know what I'm saying? Like so that's whenever we have these conversations, even though it does irk me sometimes, I feel like it's necessary to put those our opinions and everything out there, but also know the root of the cause and understand that we need to stop playing into the root, because every time we play into the root, the party who initiated this wins, and we know who the party who initiated is. So that's all I'm saying.
I'm with you. There was a concept called Willie Lynchism. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Willie Lynchism, and the fable is that at one point in time, a lot of folks in the South were having difficulties getting their slaves to do the work that they told them to do. They were having trouble disciplining them. They always were outnumbering them on the plantation, despite the fact they were outnumbered on the continent of America that was being brought up. And so a man in the Caribbean who had a lot of slaves wrote a letter to the folks in the South, basically explaining to them how to keep your Negroes in check. And the way he said he did it was, you have to keep them fighting amongst themselves. You have to separate the light skin from the dark skin, make one feel better than the other. You have to separate the young from the old, make one feel better than the other. And at all times, have their focus be more on the contingency between each other rather than between slave and master. And that was a success. Now, I believe that was indeed a man that actually existed. I grew to learn that this was not actually true. None of that actually happened. And it's a story that was castigated, but it did still have a lasting impact on me. And some people may still think Willie Lynch was an actual real person. Who knows whether he was or not? I mean, I've kind of been dispelled of that fable. But the fact of the matter is the fact that it is possible to conceive that all you would have to do to keep black people in check is keep them fighting amongst themselves as opposed to against the system that castigated that mindset to begin with, I think is very telling. And I think that's all it is that we need to say on that subject, because like you said, because even some people that are close to me are like, all right, we get it. You know, we get it. Light-skinned people, they get a lot of, we get it. But light-skinned people are still black. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not all the same complexion. So it's time that we stop trying to like castigate light-skinned people in some dark corner as if they're, you know, the upper echelon. Yeah.
You know, every once in a while, that HBCU education is just be. I think every panel needs someone.
You use the same. You got the same vocabulary. Yeah, please, man. I know not.
He doesn't use it. Right? He's selective.
I'm selective, but I understand. But and best subject was math in school.
I'm an art major. I was an art major.
He was in yearbook. He was in yearbook. Oh, shit. Okay, I see you, bro. Okay. All right, I see him with the shading and all that, and that's a sketch too. Okay. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Let me find out. Okay, my bad.
And a low key back here. Okay, got an artist.
Yeah. I wasn't ready. Yeah, I see. Yeah, he didn't go to the school for kids who couldn't read good. He went to the school of actual art. I'll see you on, boy. Yeah. Well, look. Can we? Oh, we can't talk about Paradise because you ain't caught up.
I mean, I didn't see the last episode yet, bro. But look. Remember what I said earlier? I said I can almost tell just based off of where I'm at in the series where this is going. So I didn't see this most recent series, and you just let me know if I'm on base a little bit. So the last episode that I saw, at the end of the episode, Xavier's wife's partner, can't remember his name, but he kills his best friend because he doesn't want him to divulge to Xavier's wife that there's a train leaving for Colorado, and she can get on it and make it to Colorado a lot faster than she expected. Episode ends. Here we are, new episode. Now, what I've noticed that they do in this series is an episode will be about one side of the thing, which is on the outside, and then the next episode will be about the inside of the thing, which is inside of the thing. So they do that fairly well. So I've already suggested that old girl Jane, I believe is her name, is a psychopath. We've already pretty much cleared up that this girl is crazy beyond crazy, and it only gets crazier. I also identified that Sinatra is cunning, to say the least, but also knows where all the bodies are hidden and has the keys to the kingdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
We also know that old girl who just died, the pregnant lady, I can't remember her name right now. You know her name? The pregnant girl that died? And is it?
I know the real actress name, Shailene Woodley or something.
Shailene Woodley. Okay. Yeah, you talking about this chick?
All right. I can't think of her name right now. But
I think it was Amanda. Was it
Amanda? Or I feel like it started with an A. I feel like it started with an A.
I'm gonna look it up right quick.
But anyway,
Annie.
Yeah. Annie.
Okay. So Annie. So Annie's baby father, who also is the young man who was allowed to live when the hitman was sent to kill the scientist, which I didn't know. I had to connect those dots. I was like, oh, that's old boy. So he's leading a huge entourage of people to the gates, or has led the people to the gates of this underground bunker. And it seems as though this is all leading up to them either infiltrating the bunker and trying to seize it, or them working something out with Sinatra. The only bargaining piece, though, that they have that they don't really know that they have is his child. And so I think it's going to come down to, yo, don't destroy this, all of this, others. We got your baby. We're willing to make a fair trade if these things are adhered to. And I think that is ultimately the plan that will come to fruition. Is there that's going to happen, because there is going to be a civil war, and the civil war is against Jane's people, because Jane right now is in control of the bona fide police force, if you as you wish. She's in charge of all of that stuff right now. It's going to come down to a knockdown, drag out fight. I think Sinatra will use those outside citizens as her militia to go against the militia that Jane has, and that's going to be the way that they get back the paradise. But it all stems from that new baby that Xavier is carrying around. That is this man's child that he doesn't know about yet.
Yo, that was pretty good.
Tell me where I'm at.
That was damn good, man. It almost felt like you watched the episode. Honestly, like the shit that you just said. You literally, without seeing it, you pretty much that's pretty much what happened in this most recent episode. I mean, obviously, there's some things that aren't in there, and some things that you didn't know that happened. But yeah, that's pretty much the arc. The only difference I would say is that you were right about. It seems like they're going. One episode is in paradise, and another episode is outside. In this episode, they're back and forth because it's kind of a flashback, so to speak.
You ever feel like you're getting tricked?
Absolutely. It happened already. It happened in the first season. Like, we got tricked by who Jane was. We thought Jane was just a bullet, but she's a brain. You know what I'm saying? And so we got to learn that.
I feel like that there's something we're not seeing. And maybe I'm just overthinking because I'm in from mode, but I feel like the season 1 writing, the way they did things was that there was always a big twist, something that really just changed the way that you looked at the show. And I think season 2, I feel like that's a little straightforward, right? Like that doesn't take into account like the type of show that reveals at the end of the first episode, oh yeah, the world ended and we're in an underground bunker, right? Like, I don't know, something feels off. Something feels off about this.
The only thing that I feel like is off. The only thing
chew, bro.
The only thing that I feel like is off.
my nigga is like got a full mouth of food.
Listen. You get me in here at 10 a.m. in the morning.
I'm not saying don't eat. I'm just saying chew and then talk.
Right, yeah, I don't want to. Very rude of me. Sorry about that. So look. The only thing that I feel like is really off is the one thing that we don't know, which is what is it that Sinatra is holding hostage underneath the city. And when I think about that, I think the only thing that would make sense is for her to have a nuclear warhead. And that if ever people try to like do what they're trying to do right now, which is get inside the bunker, you have to have a defense to that. And I think that I think that she has something, because remember, there's only one person that knows. There's another person that has a sense, and that's the doctor. But the only person that truly knows is her and the nanny, the freaking nanny. Her nanny knows more than most people in the whole town know. Sinatra's nanny. So I think what's under the city is some type of defense mechanism, whether it's a nuclear warhead, whether it's something that can change the dynamic. Because she said, I promise we're at some point, we're going to go back out into the real world and we're going to live. She made that promise to that little baby. Remember when she took old girl's baby and she was like, can you watch my baby? I'm like, what's going on with these ladies that be just letting random strangers just, I don't care if I don't know you. You don't get my baby. But she was like, can you just watch it for a few hours? I really thought she was going to kill that lady and steal her baby. But it's like, and it would have been your fault if that happened. That would have definitely been her fault. But the fact that she said to the baby, listen, I promise you're going to be able to see the sun, the real sun. You're going to be able to do it. They have something. I don't know what it is. I want to say it's a warhead, something that they can shoot into the atmosphere, something to change what's going on up above them. And that's the fact that she never has told anybody about it outside of the nanny. Like when the president pushed it, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would be if it was anything that would surprise me or anything that I feel like would be a way for Sinatra. I just feel like Sinatra's always going to have a backup plan for a backup plan. She seems like that person that has all of her stuff. So whatever it is, whether it's a virus, whether it's whatever it is that can control the population outside of that bunker, I think that's what she has.
Well, I don't know about that, Anthony.
Know.
Well, I mean, her having a nuclear warhead.
I mean, that's just. I mean, listen. I said nuclear warhead, but what I'm basically saying is something that can control whatever. If things get out of control, I got something that tips the scale. Put it like that. And I feel like a nuclear warhead or a virus that, or something like that can kill off. Yeah, like something like that. Hey, she might have to scourge up there, but you know what I'm saying? So listen, that to me seems like the type of person that she is, man. Like, she's going to protect herself and her family. Like I say all the time, if it's you or me, it's always going to be you. And I think she lives from that same creed. I think that she's willing to do anything to protect her daughter, protect her husband, and herself. Self-preservation first.
I'm mad that I forgot. Well, maybe we ran out of time, but before I do forget that, I did love the scene Invincible where I forget the black dude's name, but the dude who turns into stone, where he beat the shit out of that dude and was like, "Don't."
Oh, that's Black Samson. That's Black Samson.
Is it Black Samson?
Black Samson. Made by Corey Payton. That's Corey Payton. Yeah, that's Corey Payton.
Oh, that's Corey Payton. We can probably kill him, man. Yo, we gotta holler at my man because he killed that role was sick. But anyway,
Corey Payton, yes, absolutely.
Just to kind of you've already kind of filled in a lot of this. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I will say that essentially you're right. But I think I kind of already alluded to this. I mean, are you tripping about? You want to?
No, because I'm still watching. Oh, no,
Okay. So essentially, this is an origin story to an extent for Jane. It's a lot of peering into what makes Jane who she is, when she turned into what she is, how early it started. And that's honestly, I really wanted to talk to Ant about this because I know, Ant, you've seen now. I know in your current state of From Mine, you probably don't know which episodes we are. It's virtually a whole nother timeline that you watch Paradise. Yeah, man. So I don't think you will, but let me try to set the setting for us so that you can have an idea as to where we are, because I really want to get your take, or at least your speculation on this.
Yeah, but I've already seen what comes after. That's the messed up part. So it's not
he can't,
right? Like, so I've seen further ahead, but I haven't seen the finale, and that's why I'm like, I'm on eggshells, man. I can't say nothing. I can't say shit.
Oh, damn. All right. Well, let me talk to the chat then. Well, listen, chat, man, if you're listening, here's what I'm trying to figure out. All right. So we just saw the origin story for, one could say, for Jane, right? And Jane had to go out there and approach the team and do all this other crazy stuff about, they basically put her back to work. But what we also saw was that this was not something that happened out the blue. She essentially was prophesied, right? Like she started off literally before she was born, or when she was being born, some dude got messaged something saying she's going to be a killer. She's going to be a killer. And he's like, what the hell is this? And it was all over his phone. It was on his pager. It was on his IM message. And all of a sudden we're like, well, who is he talking about? Oh, they're talking about Jane. And somehow this dude randomly ends up finding where Jane is being born. And it's like, oh, this little baby that they was talking about. Oh, this bitch gonna be a killer. She's gonna be a killer, but you can save her. You can do something about it. You can do something about it. And I'm like, what the hell's wrong with this crazy man? Well, then fast forward a little later, mom gets locked in the sauna, and when she come out, she's like, yo, that crazy man was right about you. Your ass is a fucking goddamn killer. What the hell wrong with you? My question is, who sent the message? Who sent that message? Who was sending them a pager saying she's crazy? How do they know about it? And if they know about it, why they ain't do something about it? Why they texting some random dude? And how far back does this go? Like, why is this even relevant? What does that have to do with paradise? Why is somebody texting somebody when this young lady here is born that she's gonna be a killer and you can stop? So are we talking time travel? Are we talking devious to the point where the world collapsing was so well thought ahead that it was dreamed up before this girl was even born? Like, I didn't read the comic. I didn't read the Paradise comic. So I don't know what happened. I just really need some answers because I had no idea what the hell was happening when I actually looked and realized that she was getting some sort of heads up from well before she was even born that she was going to be a killer. I just thought that was crazy. And I don't see any way to explain it. And I have a hard time feeling like Ant, even in his wisdom with regard to the content, knows the answer to that, frankly, if I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Both of y'all.
I see what you just did, try to bait and he try to bait you, and you see that? He trying to bait you into the bulging. So yeah.
Well played.
Trying to get him revoked. Trying to get his privileges revoked. Yo, I have you in that regard, and I'll say this. Vince, you speculated last week, and I kind of blew it off when you said it, but now after watching the last episode that I watched, I think you're actually on to something. Clearly, the young man who's leading that group to the door of the city, of the bunker, he has some what is it called? How do you say it?
Premonitions?
No, he's got that. He's got precog abilities. And the reason I say that is because remember when Annie had the baby? He saw Xavier's face and the baby in a dream. You don't remember that?
He who?
The guy, the young man who's leading the knock guy, him right there, that guy right there, the father of that child, he had a dream. He woke up from a dream. In his dream, he saw Xavier's face and the baby.
Oh yeah. That's right.
And he's never met Xavier.
When he was still staying at the house.
Yes.
When he was still staying at the house.
No. Not when he was staying at the house, because he's already left the house. They're on their journey to. They were on their journey to the bunker.
The bunker.
But Xavier, Annie just died. And Xavier has the baby at the people's house to save Annie, or tried to save Annie. So he's over there. They do what you call the cutaway. They cut away to that individual who is Annie's baby father, and he's having a dream. In the dream or vision, whatever you want to call it, he sees Xavier's face and a baby. So this man doesn't know why he's sawing that face. He's never seen Xavier before, never met him before, but he sees his face. So there's definitely some precog shit going on that we don't know. Now, I don't know. I'm not digging no deeper than that. I just know that what this guy saw was Xavier's face, whom he's never seen before. And
I know who don't. I know. I bet your aunt don't know.
I'm just gonna say that, and I don't think this spoils anything.
No.
I do agree with Ty that I think that there's a big sci-fi twist coming.
Yeah.
Oh, well said, sir. You see what he did? You see what he did there? You see what he did? That was dope. He incriminated you and sidestepped and essentially was like, yeah, what he said type thing. But yeah, sure. Nah, but that's genius, man. That's what you gotta do when you got NDAs and stuff like that, man. So no pressure. But I just think that it's definitely way more than what we've been led to, that it gets a little deeper. Like I'm getting like remember when we watched what was that movie with the aliens on the other planet? They had to take care of the kids and shit.
Alien Earth?
Oh my gosh.
With Ragnar was mother and father. Yeah. I forget the name of it.
The wolves.
Yeah, Raised by Wolves. How like it starts off with you thinking, oh, these caring androids, and then you find out like, oh no, these are the motherfuckers that killed everybody. It's like they're the actual weapons that destroyed like the androids. That's what's crazy about it, is that's why it's called Raised by Wolves, because they're being raised by the motherfuckers that, you know what I'm saying, like that they're trying to escape. So like I feel like there could be a degree of this added to this show. But this episode, what I really dug about this episode 7, I think it was that it did try to humanize Jane, but while it did it, it also still makes you kind of side-eye her, because you still don't like, you don't really know anybody in this show. You don't know whoever you think you know, you do not know them. The only one you could possibly think you may know is Xavier, because you feel like you spent the most time with him. But everybody literally,
his wife seems like
well, you might think you know her, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, the wife is, you know what I'm saying? Like, we thought that Sinatra was the big bad, and turns out she's the one barking orders, but she ain't shit without her weapons, and her weapons are her people. You see what I'm saying? Like,
she's still a big bad though.
I don't know. Oh no. I don't know right now. Remember who put her in the hospital?
But that was different.
But she's still there, bro.
Who's the final boss? There's this difference.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Not just the final boss.
What we learned in this is that sometimes the final boss, their guardian, is a little bit stronger than them themselves, because the boss in this instance is Krang, right? But Shredder could kick Krang's ass.
I was wondering
if Krang didn't have his machine that he was in, right? Okay. I just crossed into TMNT territory for those who didn't follow me. Krang, and I'm talking old school cartoon. Shredder, wow, haven't you completed my new battle? Shredder. Krang was my shit. What is it, Krang? You know what happened to the Turtles.
I went to Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And you remember when you had to fight Onslaught, there was his first form, and that motherfucker was tough.
Yeah, then he levels
but
up.
Then after all your energy was already chipped away, you had to fight this big ass motherfucker.
Yeah. I remember that. That's right. That's right. So maybe, but right here's the problem though, because what we just learned in the last season was that Sinatra, again, even though she's got the mastermind behind, she's the mastermind behind it all. She's vulnerable to those who she lets her guard down to. That's not something that Jane has. Jane doesn't have that. Jane doesn't have a vulnerability outside of possibly being blinded to things or needing instruction, because as at this point she's legit like a human android, and she just needs
vulnerability though, right? Like as long as you give her that structure, she might listen to you. That's all she wants. She craves structure, and that's what a lot of that flashback gave us.
Yeah.
I think so.
He don't even want to talk.
He can't. Yeah, I get it. I get it though. I get it. He's all over the place. So
He's like, damn, I know so much.
He's like, I can't. I know too much. Damn it.
Yo, but,
damn it. This knowledge of mine.
I'm gonna say this. I think the show is going to reinvent itself for season 3. We know that it's coming back for season 3. It's renewed. It's going to be the final season. And I think the show is going to reinvent itself. That's one thing that I can say. Season 2 is completely different than season 1. So whatever happens in this final episode, the game's going to change. They're going to flip the table over.
I'm picking up what he's putting down. I'm picking up what he's putting down. I'm sensing, I'm getting V vibes. You feel me? Yeah, I mean, I'm getting, whoa. So wait a minute.
I'm getting Fallout vibes. I'm getting Fallout vibes. I'm getting,
Okay. I mean, I get that vibe with the tunnels and all that.
Meaning the elite in this case is Sinatra.
Paradise. Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. You mentioned Jane. You said Jane doesn't have any vulnerability. Well, Jane has a huge vulnerability, and it's called disinformation. She doesn't know enough. So as long as Sinatra, who built this, who had helped facilitate this whole experience, knows where all the bodies are hidden, where all the trap doors are, where all of the secret buttons and all of it. As long as she has that, she has the one up on Jane. Jane cannot actively and permanently control the bunker without all the information. And that is why Sinatra is still alive. And that is the only thing that's keeping Sinatra alive, is the fact that she knows everything there is to know that she needs to know. And as long as she has that and can keep that away from Jane, Jane won't kill her. And that's gonna be. I can't wait to see how this unfolds, because you're right. That element of him being a precog and having a level of importance, because the scientist was like, please don't kill him. Don't kill him. Not him. Anybody but him. Why is he so important? But then you see that he has these. You see that he has these visions. You see that he has this plan that he's put together. Like, he didn't just come with 20 people. This dude came with military, like, he got military, like, yo, this nigga, he put some stuff together. He knows what time it is. So there's like that aspect of it is, but I can see this just becoming like a all-out War of the Worlds type. You know, we going back and forth. It's like this. Now we got somebody got to go. We gotta vaporize these motherfuckers. I just feel like that's ultimately where we're going with it. Now, if that's not, and they give us this huge split up, this huge switch up, and now all of a sudden we're all got to unify because the aliens is coming. You know what I'm saying? Like oh shit, like we didn't know, but they're on their way. Some shit like that. I'm with it. I'm 100% with it.
I want to just correct the record on one thing. The bunker doesn't have the baby. The baby is
with
Xavier. She's with Xavier.
Right. Okay, so I thought you said earlier that the dudes that had arrived at the bunker, they didn't know that that they had the baby.
No. What I said was that I feel like that baby ultimately is going to be the bargaining chip that is going to be necessary to make sure that the all-out breakout war doesn't happen initially. So, that baby is the only thing that will deter.
Oh wow, damn! You might have just solved the puzzle.
Yeah. The baby is the deciding factor. That baby is that baby's importance is prioritized at probably the top priority at this point, because one, he's not even aware there's a baby. That's number one. Number two, he's not aware that Annie's dead. Let's not forget, this nigga was love. He was a sucker for love. He fell in love after one night with her. Like, he was like, oh, please, no, I don't want to leave you. He was like, come on, nigga, we got a plan. He was like, fuck the plan. I want to stay here with her and lay up.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
You can't be. Like, you know, it's been, what, 3-5 years? Like I told you, it's scarce out here. But anyway.
Especially when you got showering. Yeah.
Exactly. You got clean and everything. You like, this clean again.
They grow weed in the back and shit. Oh, yeah. Man.
So ultimately, what I'm saying is that baby is going to be the deciding factor on whether or not we actually see war. If we actually see them go, because this is the thing. Jane is a psychopath. I say on to you again. Any threat that comes at Jane is trained to neutralize the threat. So do you think for 1 second that Jane is not afraid? Jane is afraid to fire on these people and blow all of them up and all of that? She don't care about none of them. So that's why I'm saying it's very important that there's a negotiation that happens, and the only way that the negotiation seems to go well in my eyes is if that baby is introduced into the negotiations. Like, okay, hold up. Before you come in here shooting up everything, we got your kid. What you mean? I ain't got no babies. Oh, but you do. Like, what? Yeah, this is baby Annie. This is Annie's baby. We don't even got a name for it. It's Annie's baby. You know what I'm saying? And look, listen, I have the utmost respect for Xavier, but I also have questions, right?
Okay.
Xavier, that family offered to take that baby off of his hands as soon as at the very first opportunity that they got. That lady was like, "Yo, we'll take the baby." I mean, you are a black man out here with a white child. My husband is white. We can raise this baby up properly. And he said onto her, I have a responsibility and promise to keep this baby, and I'm going to do that. And I said onto myself, I said, Xavier, sir, you also have a responsibility to your own goddamn kids who you left a motherfucking bunker alone, nigga. Like, nigga, and yes, I know what you would say. You would say, no, he left them with his homegirl. He didn't even like that bitch before he left. He left the kid. He did not even like her. He did not like that lady. She didn't like him. She was on his ass most of the goddamn first season. And then all of a sudden, shit hits the fan, and they come together. I was hating her ass, too. I ain't going to leave Xavier on the island alone. I hated her ass, too. But yet, we go through one event, and all of a sudden, you my kid's godmother? Oh, nigga, you don't get out of here. And you over here grabbing this baby and talking about, no, I promise to this lady I just met 3 days ago. And, it's not making sense. Makes sense. Make it make sense, man.
Yo, that was fuego. Yeah, I'm 100% with you. There was so many moves that X was making that I was like, okay, this doesn't make any sense. Sir, you are a man, all right? You cannot feed that child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No matter how many boxes of formula
they just stop it. Yeah, ain't no CVS for you to stop and get formula. And you run out.
Formula. No, they gave him the formula.
He gave him some, but it's not unlimited.
They gave him, no, you're right. They gave him that.
It's not unlimited, and he don't know where the fuck he is and where he going and when he's going to get to the next place.
Where you warming bottles at, nigga? Where you warming bottles at?
Yeah, exactly. And are you sleeping? By the way, when do you do that? Because I know when I have children that young, I don't sleep. We literally took shifts. I don't know about you, Ty, but babies don't sleep like that. They don't just, okay, it's 7 o'clock. All right, y'all, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. No, these niggas stay up all night. They wake up every 2 hours if they do get some sleep. And you out there with wolves and scavengers.
Vince, have you ever rode a horse?
Yeah. Oh wow. Oh, I see where you're going. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy.
So if you've ever rode a horse, just getting on a horse by yourself is a fucking problem. You usually have to walk up some steps, get up just to get on top of a horse. So now,
everybody ain't John Wayne.
So now you're mounting and dismounting with a baby
with diapers.
Like, come on, man. Come on and save me.
Yeah, bro. I'm calling bullshit on this one. I'm sorry. I love you, X. And I love the writers. But man, shoot. And then, oh boy, he was right. When he was like, he's like, oh, let me see the baby. Nobody will touch this baby other than me. Nobody gonna touch this baby. And then as soon as he met the two girls that was with each other, he said, oh yeah, I read the baby to sleep. You know what? This feels right. Like, oh, because they put the baby to sleep. Did you ask if the baby woke up? Did you ask what? And the boy was like, yeah, you know what they did. You know, it's something about when you put a baby to sleep. No, it ain't. Yeah, but he was right to trust his instinct.
I was really waiting on him to be like, sir, you're white and I don't know you. I was waiting for him to say that. And instead he came up with this bullshit. You're hiding something from me. And I know that you're hiding something from me. And like, nigga.
You've been keeping something from me. And it's probably best you confess now rather than later.
I started to get his voice done.
Hey, listen, I don't know what it is you're not telling me. But you're going to tell me sooner or later. I'm looking for my kids. My kids are back in Colorado. And I've been looking for my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to. Yeah. So this episode. Now I think it's only one left, huh? And it's 8 episodes total.
What did you see? 7? What was the last thing?
I think this was 7. I'm trying to look right now.
How did the episode end?
Well, it ended something like this. They kind of
no, you ain't see 7 yet.
Oh no, because
that might have been 6.
And they didn't. This isn't exactly what happened. It wasn't this exactly, but
no, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but no, there's more.
Oh, wow, okay. Because all right, I thought it might have went to 10 episodes. I don't know.
Did we find out
8 episodes, but I think you didn't see. I think the next one you'll see is going to be 7.
Did we find out in this episode who took his wife?
See real quick. I could have swore.
Kind of, but not. It. Not really.
You got more.
It's not exactly pronounced. Yeah. So this was episode 7. And according to this, there's one more. Oh, well, it doesn't say one more, but it says the next one is on the 30th.
Episode 7 comes out March 23rd. And the
oh, shit, you're right. My bad. Oh, fuck. I had episode 7 in the title of the episode. Oh, damn. All right. I was looking at the upcoming. So you're right. Yeah, there's 2 more episodes. If we just saw 6.
6.
Damn.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
I gotta go back and
7 is coming. 7. When you see 7, then we could talk. Then
okay. So 7 is a turning point.
Yeah.
So
I mean, 7. This show has a way of ending on a cliffhanger or a high note. So they did the same thing in 7.
Okay. That was good cover. I see what you tried to backtrack. Yeah, well done. He catch himself slipping every now and then. He be like, let me clean that up.
No, I'm like, man, I want to get my phone so I can log in and see if they gave me 8.
Oh, wow.
And I gotta get and I gotta eat, so I gotta go.
Yeah, from.
Yeah,
Yeah. You heard him right there. You heard him right there, right here. I got.
He said gotta get from.
I gotta get from. Yeah, he can't. Is he itching, man? You
Yo,
know that.
hold on. Before you
why
go,
am I even here?
Right. Why did I see a 9-hour video on the movie blog? Did you like do a collab?
Breakdown of all seasons, all the.
What's
seasons?
It called? The compilation of all of your reviews and put them in a 9-hour. Holy shit, a 9-hour video, and there's hella views on that bitch too, bro.
It ain't good background TV.
Listen, Fromley is always looking for
it's been over a year. It's been over a year since season 3. So, like, you know, you can put something up, listen to it, catch up on the series, remember where it left off.
Ant then aged over the video. He starts off as this young pretty man, and then he ended up, by the end of the video, he got 3 kids, a mortgage. He is over. Look at it. Look at it. Check your head out. Bang, bang, bang. Look at it. It's 9 hours, bro. This has been at the beginning. All right. His whole editing style that changed up. He just everything looks look at that fresh. Look at y'all energetic. Hey, what's up, family? by the end of this bitch, he like, hey, welcome back. Welcome back, Fromley.
Did you compile the videos to the episodes that MGM Plus just put out for us as fans to go back and watch in preparation for season 4?
You know, that's not a bad idea. I could just put one other video of just that. That's not a terrible idea.
Look at it, bro.
Because I've been rewatching, right? Like, I've been rewatching, and it's one thing to just sit there and get caught up. It's another thing to rewatch old episodes after season 3 changed everything, right? You got a person who could time travel into earlier points in the story. Like, everything that we saw in the show just changes the context if you think like, hey, at any point somebody could have been time traveling.
Yeah.
You remember when the show started and Julie was on the porch of Colony House? It was at night and they was carrying Jade's drunk ass into the house.
Yeah.
And the monsters was like, hey, Julie, don't you remember me? And
wait a remember me.
They've been playing.
This is what happens.
Season 1.
When you go back and you watch, you find out pick up more things.
And before we let you go, have you already called up the cast and let them know that you're gonna need to talk with them?
Oh, let me get back in the group chat.
Yeah. They were like, Anthony, what's up, man?
Like, we were waiting on you. We were waiting on you.
Yeah, we was wondering when you was going.
Throw up the from signal. A can of
yeah. But in all seriousness, though, because you are considered one of the leading members of the Fromley, you know, at least as far as we're concerned, have you already kind of lined up your interview spotlight?
Yes and no. Is one thing because I'm well known. It's another thing if you're like the other person receiving my request. Imagine you just some innocent intern, some administrator, and you get 50 emails from the movie blog every 20 minutes. Like, yo, where's that shit at? You know what I need? Yo, I was outside. You ever have like a crackhead outside and late at night just yelling, yo.
Yo,
how much, how much to be on the recipient?
How much for the first 10 minutes? How much?
I'm not their favorite person.
Refresh. It's him again. Oh, refresh. It's 10 more. Refresh. It's 10 more. Wow. Well, yo, man, I can't wait. You are in rare form as we've all said. When you get about your fam, bro, and it is a spectacle to watch. It's like watching, like, you know, a master chef in the kitchen, like just it's wild, and your level of enthusiasm shoots up because God knows everything else. Oh fuck, come on, St. Louis, what y'all doing? God knows, like when we start talking Marvel, there's always mixed feelings. You know, we start talking DC, definitely mixed feelings. You can't. I mean, you forgot already all about. I mean, with the Monarch, Paradise. But when bro, you're like, yo, I'm rewatching it for the second time today.
None of that other shit matters. Okay. None of that other shit matters.
The world stopped. Yeah,
right. Because I'm telling you, right. Season 4.
I love it. It's so let's do it. Let's do it.
I saw the trailer, and I saw the trailer for the new season, of From. And
this trailer you watched, right? And this one you was like,
no, look, when I watched it, they're making you feel like, oh my God, are we finally going to get a lot of things explained? I really feel like the way that the trailer dropped is that there's a level of intensity that I haven't seen from the trailers before, that I feel in that trailer. I'm like, yo, like they you know, you got Boyd off the top, and they already got him. Yeah, they got you like Boyd's going through it. Boyd's cracking. Like, I was like, what? Yo. I feel like we might lose Boyd this season, yo. That's what I'm feeling. It feels intense. It feels really intense.
mean,
we might lose him.
He deserved to die.
I mean,
Boyd is over the course of 3 seasons. He's not the same person that arrived in From Town.
Damn, deserved to die. Holy shit, man.
He sat here. He threw people in the box.
Yeah.
He double standard thing and didn't put Sarah in the box.
Yeah.
Now he's in he just tortured Elgin and popped it and had his eye popped out.
Yeah.
This is like Rick in The Walking Dead. Like, you remember by season 5, they was like, yo, are we the villains? Like,
it's like, we can't kill Rick. We can't kill him. Just send him to another island.
You can't just kill everyone.
Somewhere else.
Wow. Well, I guess the question is, does the show survive without Harry?
Harold.
I mean, sure. Harold. I mean, that's like Game of Thrones. It survived with Sean Bean just fine. Fine.
But did it? I don't know if that's the same.
Season 2 of Game of Thrones was just fine. Season 3 of Game of Thrones was just fine. And season 2, they killed Robb Stark. They doubled down. They was like, oh, you thought this was generational heroes.
Wow. I guess. I mean, I don't know who else could lead. I guess it would go to Glenn. Oh, damn, I almost called him Glenn. Damn.
I'm
sorry.
He's our version of Glenn. Kenny.
It would
Kenny.
If they kill Harold, if they kill Harold, which like Ant said, it's probably about that time. Wow. And it feels like that. It does. It feels dark. It feels like, Harold's on his way out. But my boy's wife, she would probably head the show.
Tabitha.
Tabitha.
I mean, they are the main characters, right? When we first got into From Town, when we were introduced to the show, we're introduced to the show from their perspective, from their lens. When they showed up in the RV and when they learned shit, we learned shit. Boyd isn't the main character. The Matthews are.
That's true. Who? The Matthews, Julie, Tabitha, and
Ethan and Jim.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And look, and if what Ant is saying is for real, then Julie may very well be able to go back in time and stop her father from getting killed, and then he's back.
Or she's done that already.
Or she continues to try to do it. Who knows?
Yeah, like
I put out a theory about this. I don't have time to go through it again, but I put out a pretty good theory in my live stream. It's actually in like the last 10 minutes of it too, of what I think is actually happening in Trump. Like, I already theorized why things are happening, what's happening, but now I'm like, all right, I have a theory on what this whole story walking and everything else. And man, it's a good one. I wish I had time to go through it all, but
Is it
time travel? And I think they're in a time loop.
a time loop? That makes sense. That explains the kids still being kids.
Well, that also explains why you can't leave from them.
No. Not even that. It's more deep. I think that you remember it's like Groundhog's Day. This isn't their first time doing this. This is just the latest iteration of their attempt doing this. And I don't mean like past lives with reincarnation. I mean the Matthews family themselves. I think they're in a time loop.
Oh, and by them being in a time loop, it makes sense if their offspring or their you know what, we getting too deep. It's going to a place we ain't got time to delve into. What we'll do is we'll check out
go to the movie blog.
The movie blog's 9-hour compilation. That joint has already got thousands of views for nine hours, bro. Yeah. That's amazing, man. Like I was like, yo, that's a screensaver. Somebody just puts that shit on at work and just watches him in the background make faces into the editor. It's pretty cool. But yeah, man, we'll probably at some point unpack a little bit more of the One Piece part 2, season 2. I ain't finished watching this.
Are we really? I
don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
It's worth a mention. It's worth a mention. Maybe not. I don't know.
You know what's more worth a mention than that? Alex Cross.
I'm down to talk Cross.
Alex Cross season 2.
Well, Cross.
It's fire.
Cross. Because I'm from the real bottom.
I gotta run, y'all. I gotta run.
Fine. We was gonna close in 2 minutes anyway. Bye. Nah, I just play. Ant been saying he had to go since like the bottom of the hour, so yeah, I held him long enough. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one anyway because we gotta go ahead and close it before the 2. Yeah, I'm gonna go jump on the PlayStation 5.
Hey yo, what you playing?
I'm gonna probably play MLB The Show, man. Yeah, I got the new phone.
You got the 26?
Yeah.
Why do they keep rating them? Why do they keep rating them so low, man? I saw the rating for the new one, and I'm like, why are y'all rating this so low? What is?
Well, they're hating.
Doing better this.
The reason why is because it looks exactly the same.
Every year.
It doesn't. It looks. All they do is upgrade. They upgrade the rosters to the 26 roster, and they add a couple extra features. This year they got the WBC. Before they had a fake WBC. They called it like the world, something, and they used like teams like Lima but this time they actually have real teams from the WBC, which is pretty cool. They got Albert Pujols and who knows who else they'll review. But the whole thing about the show is being able to play it while watching the season and play the things that happen in the season on the game. That makes it kind of fun. Yeah, I wish that they would upgrade some of the graphics to look kind of like Madden. Madden and NCAA have mastered their sport. It looks like TV. It looks like
TV. Off, though, but they fell off the gameplay. See, this is the thing. Real quick. So a lot of games, you do one of two things. Either you have great visuals and sacrifice game performance, or you have great game performances and sacrifice visuals. And it's a lot of games haven't figured out how to incorporate both of them. And the games that do, like say a Ghost of Yotai or Ghost of Tsushima, those games are usually celebrated and win Game of the Year. So it's sad to see the sporting industry, as far as gaming go, just lose so much momentum. The 2Ks, the people that used to rock 2Ks, they hate 2K now. Yeah. It's the cheaters, the kids that all of that.
All right, y'all, we out.
All right, let me figure out. I'm here. I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
What did you do? It's awkward, man.
All right, it's awkward. All right.
What are you doing, man?
Hi guys, it's Amanda Christine here, and I love the New Blurred Order. You guys should watch it.